Today, I am inspired by Nanny McPhee. Do you remember that movie? Nanny McPhee, she was the governess of a bunch of children. And she had this saying, which was, when you need me, but do not want me, then I must stay. But when you want me, but no longer need me, then I have to go. And I was thinking, I remember watching at the time thinking, what is the difference between need and want? And I think it's a really important distinction, and especially when it comes to careers, because most professionals build their CVs around what they want to be seen as. And I definitely think there's value in that. You know, it's your brand. It's like what you put out. But that aside, what you cannot ignore is that most hiring decisions are made around what employers need solved. So those things aren't quite the same. So for example, you may want a bigger title, a more strategic role, to be seen as a visionary, you know, to pivot into a new sector. And that's all brilliant, you know, brilliant stuff. But the buyer, the employer, the person who's going to hire you is thinking, we need this revenue gap closed. We need this team stabilized. We need this production delivered on time and on budget. We need somebody who won't create more noise. You know, they're very different things, aren't they? I mean, organizations sometimes do hire for want or aspiration. They want a big flashy name that's going to really raise their profile. I mean, that's still a need, isn't it? Raising your profile. But more often, I think it is really they are hiring to solve a problem. They hire for reduction of risk. They hire deliverers of outcomes. They hire stability, clarity, commercial return, however you want to put it. And I think in terms of careers, if you position yourself purely around what you want next, without translating it into what that means for a buyer, an employer, you know, what they need fixed, built, protected, grown, then your positioning may not land very effectively. You know, because busy buyers, busy employers, you know, they want a safe decision, and they want it quickly. So I do think that this is where career confidence becomes linked to commercial intelligence. So instead of asking, you know, how do I get them to want me? Here I am, want me. You need to ask, what do they need right now? And how can I clearly articulate how I can help create that or solve that? So I think that shift, it changes interviews when you look at it from their point of view. It changes your profile, your LinkedIn profile. It's making me think, gosh, do I need to go back and look at mine? It changes how you speak in rooms, you know. So I think the two things, like being wanted is very flattering, isn't it? But being needed is really powerful. So if you're considering your next move, then just ask yourself, run through this filter. Am I presenting ambition, or am I presenting a solution? Yeah? Do they want me? Am I presenting something they may want but not need, or am I presenting something that they definitely need? So most employers, yeah, as I say, are hiring for solutions, for problem solvers. And I do think that confident professionals, certainly of the future, will understand the buyer's lens much, much more. So listen, guys, if you need a help, if you need a hand honing, landing, really defining your message, what you're selling, what problems you solve, and make it really work from a buyer's lens, an employer's lens, et cetera, then drop me a line. All right. As always, tell me what you think. Has this been useful? Take care. Bye.